and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Japan. We are currently in a conquest war versus the Ming. Well, rather an imperialist war versus the Ming. But our goal is to take a lot of Ming land. The Ming are, well, honestly out of manpower, relying on mercs at this point. We still got manpower. Russia left the war that we called in. Vijayanagar is still in the war, but barely. Tonggu is proving to be a wonderful march, and we've taken Beijing, so we do have a ticking war score. And it is literally just a matter of taking enough land, beating up the Ming enough that they're willing to give up at least that land, if not more. I think I actually had a mission to conquer land in China, did I? Fujian, Jiaying, not really, okay. We still have a mission, of course, to take out Korea. I don't think we can force the Ming to let them go as a tributary state. No, that would take more than 100 war score. That's a bit frustrating. Anyhow, we are slowly trying to stop the Ming from reoccupying all their land. Not going particularly well. The AI is much better than I am at carpet sieging. Where did those peasants pop up? Oh, that was Tonggu's lands. Actually, Tonggu can handle that, I think. I would like to get Champa into the war, but they still hate me from forcing them to convert religiously. Plus, they're not particularly stable at the moment. I will convert their capital because I'm a nice, semi-benevolent overlord. Not that it'll help much for them, but if we can take Xi'an, or however Xi'an, then we've got to, I think we can regroup our armies and push back. We're getting really close to be able to take that peace deal I had already set up north. It would take Beijing, it would take a lot of their farmlands. I just feel like I should be able to get more though. But then again, every month that goes by, the Ming lose one mandate pretty much, so. Plus devastation. Slowly but surely, they're getting weaker and weaker. I think we can win that fight. This could be a bit risky. Nope, we won that fight. Awesome. I'm not going to win that fight because the Ming are completely overly obsessed with killing small armies. It's honestly a bit ridiculous. They are heavily fixated on killing 1,000 troops. There we go. That should be a victory for me, killing 7,000 troops, and hopefully, well, you can never capture or kill generals, which is a little bit frustrating. You can kill them, but that's about it. Okay. China would surrender that land. Okay, we don't necessarily just want that land. No, I wouldn't mind doing that and cutting China off from the ocean completely. We're not losing right now, so I guess I can afford to expand a bit more. Oh, Great Britain has landed. Okay. Not too surprised to see Great Britain, honestly. We can move this army back once we get a chance. Ming are going for this one army again. Why waste your time and effort on that? I have no idea. We're getting actually reasonably close to being able to peace out Great Britain, so I'm a fan of that. Yeah, let's move you in there. Gotcha. Grab you. Land you down here, I guess. Canton. There's no point in actually sending my army up there because it won't actually be able to take that fort. Okay. About halfway to what we need. A little bit less. Where is my reinforcing army? I don't think I'm going to get there before Great Britain takes that. Vijayanagar has left, leaving me significantly on my own and outnumbered, but the Ming are pathetically weak at this point. So, there's my reinforcing army. I want to catch the Ming troops off guard and stack wipe them if possible, but that may not be doable. Keep bribing members of my government to shut up and listen to my army. Or rather, listen to me and my army troops so that we can continue this war. Ming most likely spying on me, I'd say. Reinforce speed, I guess. That is going to hurt our combat strength a bit, but I'll just have to deal with that fact. Ming are willing to give land, but it's mostly Great Britain's, so I don't care. Is Great Britain willing to leave the war? Oh, really close. We're going to be waiting for Great Britain to leave the war at minimum, because that should boost our war score significantly, at least. That should be another job for Tanggu. Tanggu is kind of my go-to person right now. I should be able to get Champa into the war now, or really close to it. Maybe another month or two. If Champa gets in the war, that's another 20,000 troops. We've been sitting out the entire war to this point. Thanks for that, Champa. It's not appreciated. Separatists, Kedans. Oh well, that's not a big issue. More worried about Great Britain's army, honestly. Four months, roughly, till Great Britain will leave. Maybe 5. Depends if my army kills off theirs. Okay. I guess at some point I'm going to have to take that fort, so let's move in on it. The Ming still walking around suffering tons of attrition. It's nice to see. Okay. Just need a little bit more here. This hopefully will be a stack wipe on Great Britain. it is, that should be peace. I'd really just like that one province, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay. Our sieges and everything are going well. Honestly, I should demand some money from the Ming in these peace deals if I get a chance. And 30, that should be Great Britain willing to leave. Yes. White peace it. 94% war score. Nice. Let's get some land from China. Really, we just have to hold out for 70 days now. Everybody's leaving the coalition versus me. Smart move, AI. Smart move, because I was coming for you next. 30 days. Yeah, I can wait that long. We still were maintaining a really good-sized army, as in we weren't losing our manpower. Okay, we want to take the entire Ming coast, I think. That way the Ming do not have a navy, and that would do it. Could we get them to... what else could we get? I wouldn't mind taking a couple of their fort provinces, so I don't have to re-siege them again. That would be pretty good. If I gave them back, how much money? Not a lot. Okay. I guess we'll do that. We'll take the entire Ming coast, weaken them. Oh wait, that's not connected. Let's connect that actually. Okay, let's do it that way then. Okay, there we go. Big conquest of the Ming. I don't even think they're a great power. They're not going to be a great power anymore, are they? Hopefully they will no longer be a great power. They are still just a great power. Darn. Okay, well, tons of coring to be done. Actually, you know what? We're going to be smart about this. Since war exhaustion does increase the costs slightly, we're going to get rid of it first. Not that this is not going to be really cheap for us to do. Look at all of that. All that coring, all that converting, all nice and easy. We have a loyal march. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 armies up there. Move the rest south down here. Oops, you were going north, weren't you? And that is how you heavily beat the Ming. That was almost 200 development or more from the Ming. I think it was actually almost 300. The unrest and rebellion are going to be absolutely monstrous of a problem, and well, we offended a lot of people, but I'm going to divert my diplomat back to allied countries, so I hopefully don't lose people. We kept Russia as an ally, which is actually kind of amazing. They pieced out of a war and we didn't lose them as an ally. Vijayanagar is getting smashed. I'm actually okay with that. My ally loses, that's kind of their own fault at this point. We have revolutionaries here. Interesting. Very interesting. We are in fact overextended, which is not a good sign, but 60% admin efficiency. If we had managed to wait another tech, we'd have 70%, and then we would have been able to take 10% more or more lands. I don't know how the exact calculation works out with percentages versus other stuff. We should be able to get money from these guys, or no, we can get New World charters though. We've got all of our people, well, coring. We also got a lot of colonizing being done. This was what, 6 development? 9 now, not bad. This was 3, now it's 4. Okay. Right now we're going to be still losing money, annoyingly. Rooting out corruption, yeah, that's the big cost. Let alone converting, which is also expensive. Keta separatists, Luprobang separatists, separatists. Lots of them. Okay, actually I'm not going to move you. You leave you there. Pull you up to deal with these guys. Oh, I can't because I don't have military access to Great Britain. I can solve that. Just gonna put this guy to do this. Maybe it'll automate it or slow down the likelihood of a revolt for a little bit. And these guys are all going up here. Oh, you can just go there then. Good to see, good to see, good to see. Smashing those. Need to rebuild the fleet, need to pay off the loans. Need to figure out why my income is so terrible right now. I don't think I went over my force limit, did I? No, but my force limit is now 400 something. And the Ming are honestly looking really poor, which is good. It's very good. The Sai separatists, yeah, we'll use these guys here first, and then we'll deal with the other separatist issues. Well, my strategy of building up Japan before going to war with the Ming definitely succeeded. We probably could have beaten the Ming in wars earlier a little bit when we, well, I don't know, we had just about enough troops. It would have been a lot harder with less troops. We might have been able to win, but in the end it really wasn't worth it. It was worth waiting till it was cheap. Yeah. Move you to there. Give you orders for you to manage this area, even if I'm going to have to probably personally command it all. There we go. Once we get these cores done, though, actually, before I forget, let's do Imperial Conquest. That will reduce separatism a bit. I think for now we're good. Still need more money, though. Money, money, money. It's always funny in a rich country's world in this case. But we did get rid of the Ming Navy, so I'm going to call that a win in my books. The Ming not having a navy is a very nice shift. We could be losing money just literally from fort maintenance, but I don't think so. I'll mess around with the burgers a little bit to get more money. Oh, speaking of which, we can definitely swap out this one colonial expansion, and we'll go with liberally per subjects development, I guess. That'll help a little bit constraining these guys. Less rebellion, or less rebelliousness, probably a lot better. The merchants are getting assassinated now. Not good. You know, the reason we're actually losing the money right now is because our trade. I think it's trade. Yeah, trade power abroad is being reduced by 122%. Okay, so we're gonna have lots of rebels here for a little while, and that unfortunately is not going to change. So that will be it, I think, for this episode. We're going to be repressing rebels for another couple episodes, and then once that's done, we'll attack the Ming again. We can attack them in 48, so we got 14 years to stabilize our Chinese holdings before we have to go against China again and try and steal some more of that wonderfully delicious 843 development that we've reduced them to. So thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.